Are we live?
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to day 2 of Irish Week. I'm Augie Villawan here with NDP Athletics Broadcasting, and the seniors are about to make their entrance into a sea of booze.
No, I think the seniors, they thrive off the heads. No.
Absolutely. These are athletes of all levels, many of them going to play at the next level. They're used to the bright life. We've got multiple state championships in this class. These are students who are used to being under immense pressure, and we're going to see that today.
Absolutely.
And here they come. What an entrance for the seniors. Again, Augie Villawan here with NDP Athletics Broadcasting. Color commentators today are going to be Kevin Carter, Carson Martin, and possibly Patrick Riney later on in the broadcast. Up first, we've got the linen launch. We're going to figure out how that works along with you guys. Up until now, I believe the current scoring is seniors in first, juniors in second, sophomores in a close third, and freshmen in a distant fourth.
Yeah, this is how Irish Week usually plays out. I mean, there's always some few upsets, but aside from that, it's usually seniors, juniors, sophomores, freshmen, in that order.
Yeah, and another big thing is with how many games, we have 18 games on deck for you today. So this could change at a moment's notice. Unpredictability and fun is the name of the game this Irish Week. And it is our pleasure to bring it to you. So we're going to get ready in just a couple minutes. So really, Kevin, the most energetic team seems to win almost every single year. And really, the two teams with the most energy we've seen throughout have been the seniors and the sophomores. I'm honestly surprised that it's not 1 and 2 in those.
Yeah. So usually, when they're more energetic, they're usually expecting something. Like, they sometimes got something up their sleeve. Seniors, they've been expecting it, so they got to make sure that they don't let their guard down. Otherwise, the juniors would come up and get them.
Absolutely, and for the seniors, this year's senior class, it's always been the bridesmaid, not the bride. They're looking to get that ring today. They will clinch. Winner will clinch. We will have the ceremony at the end. So freshman with 124. Juniors at 156. Again, likely the biggest number we're going to hear. So, seniors 168, a marginal lead in the long run. They're going to need to have a big performance today to keep that one up.
Absolutely. With the 12-point lead, though, it's very easy to let your guard down, Maybe, let yourself lose a few games.
We saw it at the start yesterday. The seniors got off to a really slow start, and that hurt them. That put them in a pretty deep hole.
Yeah, but they were able to turn it around, They did a really good job at that, and hopefully they can pull through.
Absolutely. As always, two seniors leading this broadcast. We've got our sophomore, Carson Martin, here as well. So a little bit of bias on this.
Just a little bit.
But again, final day of Irish Week. Tomorrow is an off day for the entire school. And we're getting ready to get this underway. essentially functions as the sheet that's in the middle, serves as sort of the net for it. You are to catch it, pull it taut, launch the ball over, and really, if I had to guess, it's going to be played the same as volleyball would be.
Yeah, this was about controlled collaboration, which it could be harder, especially for like younger classes, less confident, just coming into high school, like the freshmen, they're going to be a whole lot less confident than the seniors who have played 4 years with each other.
Absolutely, and communication going to be the key here. When you're pretty much connected at the hip with the one thing you're catching with, you have to be communicating your way through who is going in what direction so we can have the most efficient movement possible. I believe it is going to be the sophomores and the seniors to start. I'm going to be in and out all day. Lacrosse game yesterday pretty much shot my voice, so you folks are going to have the privilege of getting led along today by Kevin Carter, Patrick Riney, and Karsten Martin. So Kevin Carter checking out, going to go play in one of these in Lennon launch, joined now by Karsten Martin. Karsten sitting in third place, pretty close in between the top three. How are your feelings for this game?
So this, just to confirm, this is linen launch. Yes. So it's like volleyball, but they're using a fitted bed sheet?
Yes. So they're going to use it almost like a trampoline, pull it tight, and try to launch it.
Okay. Well, I'd say I have faith in this group of girls. They don't just, because it's not just, it's unconventional, the launching aspect of it, but they're all volleyball players as far as I'm concerned, and that is going to be a huge advantage just strategy-wise when playing games like this.
Yeah, so I believe, 1 point to the sophomores as they send that one over. Underneath it are the seniors going to have to move around, get underneath, and try to launch this in the right direction. They get it up, but not enough. So the sophomores using the smarter strategy of using it, launching it, and pulling it taut as they launch another point. That's a 3-0 lead for the sophomores early.
Yeah.
That one, tall, towering drive handled by the seniors. Blake Bertraw, Patrick Stieber, Nick Palushai, Lucy Silver, and Kevin Carter and Henry Ewells for the seniors as they send that over, caught by the sophomores. Back up. Good diving play from Podcast Club Zone. Kevin Carter to grab that. They're going to send it over. Getting it around, but that's right to the sophomores. That next one, short and through. 4-0 sophomores.
I'm noticing a core problem with how the seniors are operating. The sophomores, they're smart about it. They're using the sheet to their advantage. They're using like the trampoline aspect, the spring of it. But the seniors, they're relying on their own strength to get the ball over the net.
Rather than throw, there's a long shot. Good handle from the sophomores. Rather than just trying to throw the sheet itself, trying to angle and pull apart, launch that just like the sophomores just did. So we got under a minute left here. Yesterday, the sophomores got off to a quick start as that one is in. Or not. Looked in from this angle. Evidently not. I'm not sure if I agree with that call. That makes it 5-0 sophomores. Long towering shot handle. Mishandled. That's another point. As we have 15 seconds remaining.
And due to contact, it would appear to be out on the seniors.
So similar to what we saw yesterday, a bit of a nightmare start. As the seniors just concede that. So less than ideal start for the seniors. But again, plenty of time. So juniors versus freshmen. So we have Kevin here. Kevin, pretty catastrophic turnout there. What went wrong?
Well, I don't even know what happened. We had absolutely zero control on the sheet the whole time. We didn't know what we were doing. You could see the sophomores, they were warming up. They had the ball first. That gave them a critical advantage there. and we didn't know at all what we were doing. You know, collaboration, it kind of got us, but we also just didn't know how to do it. So
yeah, so a bit of a learning curve there as the freshman mishandled that one, so we got a 1-1 score now. 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Up next, we're going to have musical chairs. Boys Air Force football and girls Air Force football. Is that one from the juniors? Mishandled. I think it's a double touch. So it is called a double touch, 2-1. High launch there, handled by the juniors.
Narrowly keeping it on the sheet.
Another mishandle there. Although, I mean, it's just been a comedy of errors for both teams at this point. 3-2 is the score.
By the looks of it, the freshmen are having the opposite problem that the seniors had. Rather than relying on their own strength, they're putting a lot of stock in the spring of the bed sheet, which you need both to properly get it over the net.
Certainly, and the other big important part of this, you got to be able to aim it, as we saw that one go awry. And same problem there for the juniors. Carson, I honestly think the winner of this is going to be the person who can screw up the least. Oh my.
Just
folks, it's getting ugly.
No force, no direction. It's problematic on both sides.
So 4-4 score is that short one handled by the freshman. Good footwork there. They launch it over. Bit of a low launch, but just enough. 40 seconds remaining. Juniors getting prepped. That one up, way off the mark, off the top, and it is out. And sophomore point. Fortunate bounce for the freshman, although they give it right back. 5-all. Juniors, great shot, gets it up and over. Really high quality shot, 10 seconds. Do the juniors hold? They don't, they go right for it, and they get it. And that'll seal it. Time ticking down, the juniors are going to take this one 7-5. So we will have juniors versus sophomores in the final. But we'll see if that superior strategy out of the sophomores gives them the edge here. They got off to a quick start last time. We'll see if they get out ahead again.
Full 180 performance from what we saw last game.
This early mishap is...
Let's see if they can bring it back.
It's a good footwork there, being able to handle that. It's in a difficult location, that one off. And handled by the juniors. That one, another misstep. So that makes the score 1-1. Sophomores launch that good handle by the juniors. They will set to launch. That one off, handled by the sophomores, and rattles out. Oh no. Again, plenty of time left over, but that is a deficit now for the sophomores. Another one off the hands and through. 3-1 in favor of the juniors now. They have the ball. Although miscommunication there gives it right back to the sophomores. They're only down 1.
The sophomores have time on, or the juniors have time on their side. The sophomores do have the ball. So, scratch that. Now the juniors have 2 major advantages, but the sophomores have proven to do quite well in this event. So let's see if they can turn it around.
It's really just been the juniors have been putting these in really good spots, forcing the sophomores to move around into uncomfortable positions. As there's a towering drive. That one is in. It's in, it's off the ceiling. So that point does go to the juniors with 40 seconds remaining. Seconds on the clock now. High drive caught.
3 points in 30 seconds. That will be very difficult to achieve.
And now you dig yourself an even deeper hole, down 4. So looking like the juniors are going to take this one. Sophomores will take second. Line that one up. Short drive. Handled well by the sophomores. Got to go fast. And another mishap. And so the juniors will take that one. They get the first win of Thursday.
All right, next up is an Irish Week Classic, musical chairs. Yeah, this one, it's a whole lot of fun. It's a whole lot of fun to watch, and it's really anyone's game. Really, sometimes you just got to be the biggest bully in it to win.
Yep.
Now they're just putting down the mats, taking down the nets, and we'll get started there any minute.
Any particular factors you think will come into play in this musical chairs game? Like, what would essentially, what are like prerequisites for success? What would define, like, if you were to say that person's gonna win, what would you choose that based on?
Ooh, I'd say like you cannot tell just by looking at someone like whether they're gonna win. Like, of course, yeah, body size and like their strength, muscle mass, it is a factor, but also aggression. Okay, being able to like in a way betray your own like peers. You got to be able to be more aggressive than the person next to you. If you want it, if you want to win, you got to want it.
Even if it's your teammate, it's got to be survival of the fittest.
Absolutely.
Because it's better that the better player keeps going than one person than conceding it to somebody who might not be as skilled.
Yeah, and like this could go any which way. Of course it is, yeah, seniors versus sophomores versus juniors versus freshmen. But it also, like, winning carries some pride with it too. Since like you will be the musical chairs champion. Now we're about to get started in any minute. They just gotta finalize the chairs, get everything set up.
In terms of sheer muscle mass, I'd say the seniors are favored to win, but like you said, you never know. Anything can happen in musical chairs.
Yes, absolutely anything can happen here. Okay, they're spacing all the contestants out, getting everyone situated. We're about to start in any minute.
All right, the music turns off and the battle has begun.
And they're off. Yeah, it's a pretty slow game at the start, and now, whoa, someone fell in the middle.
Oh
wow,
seconds
the aggression.
in, and we're already having open aggression on the field there.
Whoa, we're not even 10 seconds in. Wow. This is just a brief glimpse into what's going to be happening later in the game and ultimately in the end game when there's only one chair left. We're starting off strong here at Notre Dame Prep. Irish Week, Day 2.
It would appear a false alarm has triggered.
Okay, they're getting told to go. Again, 2 people in the middle. Oh, and juniors are ejected from the match.
Mrs. Hall reminding everybody that you are not allowed to pull chairs out from under your competitors.
You are not allowed to do that, she says, as juniors goes back to the stands.
Yep. The music stops.
And again, 2 people in the middle.
It seems
struggling
the
for a
chairs
chair.
collapsed mid-game.
Man, how many chair casualties do you think we had this Irish week alone?
Yeah, we gotta start like a betting pool. Over under 5.5, folks. How many chairs do you think we've broken by the end of this week?
Absolutely. And they wrestle for the chair, Jack Fallon and Gianna Bari. The question is, who has it? Who's safe?
Are they redoing the round?
It seems they're going to do a redo. And they're off again.
A new rule has been implemented. They must keep their hands on their head to prevent chair pulling, to prevent chair pulling.
It does not do anything? Absolutely not. People still end up in the middle anyways. The chairs collapse anyways. And that's another chair, folks, to the chair graveyard. As the crowd erupts in cheers. And juniors lose another. And the pressure is on as they remove 3 chairs from the ground.
All right. 2 sophomores, 4 seniors, 2 juniors, and 1 freshman remain.
And they're off again. Hands on their head, being very, very, very cautious. Several false alarms. Everyone's getting paranoid at this part of the game. Oh, wow.
Mark
Doing it dirty
Valentine
there.
fighting for his right to sit down.
Yeah, this is becoming a more aggressive game as they keep removing chairs. Now they've removed 3 more chairs from the game as tensions continue to rise.
They're no longer taking out singular people. They're now taking entire groups of people out of the game.
Everyone's too scared to move.
We now have 7 chairs and 9 people remaining.
Yeah, this is a game of more anxiety at this point and paranoia. A false alarm, and people are in the middle yet again.
And another chair broke.
And sophomores lose 1. Juniors lose 1, sophomores lose 2. Now it is a game of 4 seniors against 1 junior and 2 sophomores. It's still anyone's game.
With the freshmen eliminated, how do you think that's going to affect the game?
I don't think that much. These freshmen, they're pretty small, you know, lightweights, can easily be pushed around. I don't think they really, literally carry any weight in the game.
Oh, a few people violating our hands-on-head rule.
Wow, juniors and one sophomore eliminated. Now it is it 3 or 4 seniors? It's hard to make out with all the black shirts. It's 4 seniors against 1 sophomore. Joins here right now with Sebastian Goss. What do you think about this?
Well, obviously I'm rooting for the sophomore, but the odds aren't looking great on this one. I'm not gonna lie.
Absolutely not. It's still 5 people to 3 chairs, so it's really anybody's game.
Yeah, at this point it might just be luck rather than skill.
Yeah. And the chairs get piled into a ball in the middle, and oh wow, it looks like sophomores are getting pushed out.
It's gonna go to the seniors.
Oh, it seems there's a controversy.
The sophomores are still in.
Wow, maybe one of the biggest controversies in Irish Week. I could swear that Gianna Murray would have had that, but the refs say otherwise. So now it is 2 seniors against 1 sophomore for 2 chairs. Krish Patel and Anthony Palazzolo. Maybe they'll be able to win it for the seniors. Krish is talking trash to Vanessa Artinian, sophomore.
Vanessa and Anthony get the chairs.
Wow, 50-50 chance here. Anthony Palazzolo versus Vanessa Artinian. It is anybody's game. Let's go, Anthony, erupting from the Sea of Black, the senior section. Let's go, Anthony, indeed. Pal, you suck, erupting from the sophomores. The pressure is on.
And the chairs, oh my.
And seniors
Anthony
take
gets
it!
the chair!
After having wrestled for the chair, seniors take the victory. Seniors first, sophomores second, juniors third, and freshmen last. That was musical chairs, folks. Next up, we have boys Air Force football. Almost catching a stray right there. The sports with balls where they're getting thrown are always a little bit scary for us in the booth.
Absolutely. Augie Villawan back in the booth. We did mark down chip off, correct?
We did not announce that yet.
Yeah, so for chip off, in first place, the seniors. In second place, the juniors. In third place, the sophomores. And as always, last and least, the freshmen. So that does bring the senior win total up to 2. So, seniors versus sophomores, Air Force football. Despite my voice being completely gone, we're going to do our best to call this as I would any NDP football game. On the field for the seniors, Henry Ewells, Drake Rilla, Ashton Gus, Ben Baroto, Sam Stowe. I believe that's Lucas Catula.
Yeah, that is Lucas Catula in the ski mask.
Brody Singh, and Owen Fulcher, again, Sam Stowe. the senior quarterback for the NDP football team. He's going to have Gus and Rowe on either side of him. Snapping is Catula.
And the pressure is on.
Three-man press look for the sophomores. Stowe fires over the middle for Roa. Roa working up. I believe there's no running, so you catch it and you're done. So that first pass good for about halfway to the
absolutely.
about 3 quarters.
Yeah, this is Air Force football. Drake must have gotten mistaken and thought we were playing real football. It is just
Roa
Air Force.
comes in motion right to left, now sweeps back. Stowe snap, looking, nothing but time. Throws back across the middle, caught by Roa. I believe that's going to be enough for a first down as the seniors do get across half field. Stowe takes the snap, one on either side. Catula working on a fade route. There's a dig route. Great route from Drake. Roa. Fake that slant to the middle, hitches back, and just absolutely torches his defender. On the bench for the Irish, Brody Sink, Ben Liparotto, and Henry Ewells, as well as Olin Fulcher. So takes that snap, looking. Catula makes a great move, and there's a touchdown for the seniors. So a well-executed drive, 4 plays to go the distance. As the sophomores looking deep, that one batted down by the ceiling. Ben Liparotto and Luca Bologna jawed back and forth at each other. Again, I talked to Ashton Gus prior to this. As a member of the lacrosse team, he's still feeling the effects of last night's game, but when I asked about the competition, he said, and I quote, "There's zero competition." The sophomores in a little bit of trouble. Ben Liparotto. Flag down. Ben Liparotto, very ferocious, as there's another deep ball going deep, way out of reach of Ross Cherfoli. Ross Cherfoli, one of the members of that varsity.
With 12 seconds on the clock, these sophomores better hope for a miracle.
So they're going to need something as soon as they can. Again, 3 across.
1, and
so
time.
This will be the last play. Deep ball, that one overthrown and picked off by Henry Ewells.
And seniors take it and move on to the final round.
So seniors head to the final off of a 1-touchdown performance, courtesy of Lucas Catula. 2 minutes and 30 seconds in that clock, so freshmen versus juniors now. I'm going to assume that the junior quarterback is going to be Isaac Jacobs. He was the backup quarterback for the football team. So this one, again, looking at in terms of size difference, juniors have a pretty clear advantage over the freshmen.
Absolutely. The juniors with a look of determination and confidence. It seems the freshmen already with a look of defeat.
As there's a deep ball, good catch there by Edgar Kolowski. 1 play and they're already in the red zone. Everett Kolowski, member of the lacrosse team, scored his first ever varsity goal last night. Shout out to you, Everett. 3 across, look once again. Jacobs surveys, cutting to Robin, and Robin drops it. And Max Robin, one of those kids, carries himself with a lot of swagger, a lot of attitude. Can't hold on to it there. So we're having a bit of clock issues as that one. So we did have a clock issue. So minute 30 left here. Jacobs looking across the middle. Caught by Charlie Swift for the touchdown.
And touchdown by the juniors.
Charlie Swick with that touchdown. Minute 13 left here. Gage Sowers is the quarterback. Aaron Hall out to his right. Sowers, deep ball. And just overthrown. Sowers looking for the money ball there. Bit of a dangerous throw is. There are two things that hit really hard. One of them is Ray Lewis. The other one is the Jim Wall. Sowers, nice little check down there. Freshman gotta hurry. To the left of Sowers, he takes the snap in the shotgun. Throws that one up. First down for the freshman, Aaron Hall with the catch. Sowers takes the snap, 30 seconds to work with. Looking for the end zone. Across the middle. What a catch by Aaron Hall. Oh my. Aaron Hall climbs the ladder and hauls that one in. We're all knotted up at one. Jacobs going deep and through the hands of Pulowski. And we're headed to sudden death. Ooh. Close call there for the freshman. That went right through the hands of Everett Pulaski. They're going to get a quick briefing on the rules of this sudden death overtime. Alright, so we're going the route of going the way of college football 2-point conversion off Jacobs. End zone look. Toe tap catch by Max Robin. So, juniors up 2-1 now. Sowers looking. End zone look just up and over the head. And the juniors will move on to the championship. So once again, juniors versus seniors. Kevin, what are the keys you're going to be looking for? That doesn't have a magnet. Okay, so Stowe, Roa, Sink, and Catula now. Sink throws by Caden Kami. Stowe didn't see him, hits Catula for a short check down game. Looking like they're going to go and drop that same play. Stowe takes the snap. Has Roa open. End zone look, Brody Sink. Just out of reach for Brody Sink there. Seconds off the clocks. Third down for the Irish. Okay, and you can just be conservative here, get a check down, get that first down. They're going to check that down to Drake Rowe, enough for a first down. Red zone look now. Stowe takes a snap in the shotgun, looking for Sink. Now out across the middle. Jump ball for Brody Sink. Caden Kami gets absolutely mossed. And they're going to go for the selfie. Now getting back on defense. Jacobs. Short throw to Pulowski. Going to go to second down. Jacobs in the shotgun. Second down. Looking for Robin. And that is batted away. What a play. No fly zone in Ashton Gust's house. down with 50 seconds to go. Jacobs in the shotgun. Pumps. Now going deep for the end zone through the fingertips of Everett Pulowski. Dangerous look there. Everett Pulowski, that's his second drop of the day. Kevin, might be something we need to look out for. Make
Absolutely.
that fourth down, 30 seconds remaining. Senior section getting loud.
16 seconds and the heat is on.
Yeah, and if they don't get a first down here, it's over. Jacobs. End zone look for Pulowski. Another drop. Everett Pulowski. 2 drops with the game on the line. Oh no. Seniors take the W in boys Air Force football, their 3rd win of the day. Catastrophe for Everett Pulowski and the juniors. Girls Air Force football up now. This was year in, year out, one of the most competitive, one of the most intense games that they played all Irish week. Cannot wait to see what's going to happen here. Get offensive coordinator Sam Stowe calling out the play. Kaylin Sowers in at quarterback. She's the all-time leading scorer in girls football. Girls basketball has Emerson Ricks Renee to her left, Maggie Maher to her right, Ellison Whalen. And they're looking Ellison Whalen's way. That one caught just in front of the end zone by Maggie Maher. And they'll toss that one in for an easy touchdown to Ellie Whalen. So 1-0 lead. 1-0 lead early for the seniors. After dropping Linen Launch in the first round, they rattled off 3 straight. Nina Garrick, Alex Prater, and Sarah Collins in on defense. Deep look, picked off by Prater. And I feel like that would have came back as the quarterback for the sophomores, Warner, was just walking up that line, way past the line of scrimmage. Sowers takes the snap, looking deep, going deep. Up, Maggie Maher makes that another deep reception. 2-0 seniors. So 2-0 now for the seniors. Just under a minute remaining. Warner surveying, going deep, passes through the hands of Artinian. And falls down safe. Senior sideline getting a little bit rowdy here as 25 seconds remaining. Warner, deep ball, knocked away. Looking for Lexi Jansen there, just overthrew that. And as time ticks down, the senior's going to take this one, looking like it's going to be a score of 2-0. They'll move on to the next round and face the winners of freshmen versus juniors. So a win for the seniors. Kevin, lots of looks there, just really focusing on that deep ball. You think that's going to be the strategy for this one?
Absolutely, yeah. It's such a small court, like realistically, compared to like a regular football field. Like just going all the way across is a strategy. Otherwise, you have room for error, and error makes losses.
So Henry Yules and Sam Stowe coaching up on defense as Christina Giglio takes the snap. Deep ball looking for Tessa Bordonia, and it is through the hands. Ordonia was the second highest scorer for the Irish girls basketball team. That one just threw her hands. Biglia takes the snap. Looking and checks that one down or not through the hands. I did just hear murmurs from the sideline saying easy championship.
I have to agree, easy championship.
Based on
right
the
here.
catch quality I've seen is a third drop ball. Really, every play just looking like this championship game gonna go in the way of the seniors. For whoever gets there, it's fourth down. Giglio fires deep, jump ball, and that is tipped by the freshman. Great defensive play. Really good defensive play.
Juniors drop it, now the freshmen have the ball.
With a chance to go and take this all the way.
Maybe the freshmen would put up a better game than the juniors did.
Well, if they can catch the ball, they're already better. And,
maybe if they could even throw the ball.
Maybe. I feel like if we're gonna go with the route of growth, we're gonna start with hitting people in the hands. Slight miscommunication there. Short throw, that one knocked away. Looking for Addison Kashuba, another member of the girls basketball team. 0-0 still our score with 30 seconds remaining. Short pass, knocked away by Gabby Brooke. Intended for Alexis Bigelow. Freshman, deep look. Caught by Kashuba.
And the freshman
What
has
a
the
catch.
touchdown.
Great route
Wow.
from Addison Kashuba. 15 seconds, gotta go fast. That one pitched to Alexis Bigelow. Although they're gonna wave that one off. And they're gonna take it. And the freshman pulled the upset. Wow.
Insane upset right there. Bad day to be a junior.
So
Wow.
seniors versus freshmen. Upperclassmen versus underclassmen. Kevin, even though I'm biased, if I wasn't, I'd still say, give me the seniors by 4.
Yeah.
I think they're going to use that deep ball. As there it is, looking for Whalen. And Whalen with the head tap. Oh my goodness. Oh my. And a
the seniors
touchdown to
take
Maggie
it.
Maher.
Man, they made it look like they weren't even trying.
I mean, that's almost like walk ball. Oh, they're going to say that Maher dropped it. No score. Well, it's okay if we didn't get it now. We'll just get it right here. Maher open and the touchdown. Can't not count that one, Kevin.
Absolutely not.
Great play there. Whalen climbs the ladder and gets the head top. Short pass, that one caught. So now just getting our score for chess. In first place, the seniors. Second place, the juniors. Sophomores and freshmen, third and fourth. As there's a pick from Nina Garrett. You think we're going to hit that 4? We got a minute and 15 seconds.
I think we're going to hit that 4 within a minute.
Sowers. Looking deep, Whalen. Caught just in front of the end zone. So almost there, not completely there yet. And there's another touchdown to Maggie Maher.
Seniors 2, freshmen 0. I think we could call this game by now.
Pretty much.
I think we could have called this
Deep
game
pass,
before.
that one high. Good defense from Alex Prater. No fly zone. As it appears that the senior sideline has gotten out a belt to signify the belt to rear that the seniors are employing on the freshmen. 25 seconds remaining as that snap goes high. Freshman recover. Deep ball overthrown. And that looks like that's gonna do it. So 5 seconds remaining. Seniors just gonna drop back and play prevent. Ball to the end zone is batted away by Sarah Collins, and the seniors are victorious. They are on fire today. After dropping the first competition, they have won 5 straight, Kevin. Exactly what you're looking for from the seniors.
Yes, a beautiful turnaround, and they were able to turn it all around. Now, next up we have beach/scuba relay. So this one, it's another Irish Week classic. All 4 grades go through an insane obstacle course. Well, not an obstacle course, that one's coming up later. I got a little bit confused. But they go through and they have to like put on flippers, put on goggles, put on like a tube, and that's how they win. It's just a relay race, but this one is an Irish Week classic.
Well, checking out the competitors, who do you think's gonna win?
Ooh, I have to have my money on the seniors. I know I am super biased, but I truly think that we have it this year.
Well, I guess we're both biased because I have my money on the sophomores for this one.
Ooh. With Evan Tringai and Colin Graff and Chris Artinian, the sophomores do have a pretty good lineup. I'd say it would have to be either between the seniors or the sophomores, truly.
Yeah, just looking at the senior lineup, looks pretty stacked from what I can see.
And they're off. Seniors take an early lead. Sophomores
Still getting
are
their flippers
way
on.
behind.
And a flipper loss sets them behind a whole lap.
Wow, seniors take an early lead and they're still going.
Seniors taking a huge lead over their competitors. Sophomores falling behind nearly an entire lap.
Wow. And seniors take the victory in scuba relay. With the seniors getting their 6th victory in a row.
All right, coming up next is 3v3 basketball for the boys. Scratch that.
Up next is obstacle course. Well, this one is always very interesting, and it's always a changing game, as it depends on every single individual's ability. So each team is only as strong as their weakest link. As we're getting set up, Carson, what do you think about Irish Week so far?
I'd say so far it's been going pretty good for all teams involved. Everybody's seeming to have a good time, and things have gotten pretty competitive these past few days. It's a great competition, great times, great themes. I'd say this is my best Irish Week yet out of the 2 I've had.
For me, I've been here for many years, like 6 years, because I went to the mayor's school. And yes, this is by far also my favorite Irish week so far. I started having Irish week when like we were just getting off of quarantine. We had it delayed a little bit extra back in when I was in 7th grade. Now I'm a senior. We had it delayed until it was warmer in like April, May, and we had it outside, which is very much a different experience. Not only for being in middle school, but then also having Irish week outside is. We usually have it in the gymnasium. But the high school Irish week is a whole lot of fun. And I really do enjoy it. And I really do enjoy getting to commentate it for you guys, the listeners.
Yeah, high school compared to middle school. I mean, I went to the middle school too. It's still like uber competitive and really fun. But the high school, it just takes it up to 11 on all facets. It's wild.
Now this game, obstacle course, it requires a lot of things. Some of them I'm not even fully sure what we're doing yet, since it is just so, what's the word? I'd say
Convoluted.
A lot of it, yeah, and like also like peculiar.
Yeah.
Because we have to start off. Where do we even start?
I believe there's a cartoon where it's like somebody has like a bunch of strange shapes laid out in front of it. It's meant to like present some philosophical concept about like making things more engaging by seeing what you could do with them, but this definitely seems like that. Like you have all these strange obstacles going on, and I'm not entirely sure what half of these do or what you're meant to do.
Yeah, so I know that for sure. Some of the things that the contestants are going to have to do, they will have to roll a ball with their nose, then dodge pool noodles through the chairs, shoot a basket, do jump rope, carry a weighted sack, and go all the way down the lunchroom hallway. All the way down, all the way back. So there is a lot that goes into it. It's a game of speed, strength, and skill. And the seniors are off. They're spinning around a baseball bat, get them really dizzy, then they start jumping rope.
Sully taking the lead.
Juniors do take the lead. And off they go to run down the hallway.
Let's see who comes back first.
Now let's see who comes back first. This is anyone's game.
I can see him through the window from here.
Sully Dooley comes in first. Ooh, Jack slips. Jack Lutchman slips.
Sully up to the basketball hoop.
Let's see who scores first. Jack shoots and scores. It seems to be a tie. But this game is not about individual skill, it is about the skills as a team.
Seniors asserting a very narrow lead.
And Blake Whitten is expanding that lead against the juniors.
All right, off again down the lunchroom hallway. All right, I see the senior coming through in the window.
And Blake Whitten has a far lead, slips a little bit on the floor. We need to dry that off or put down a mat. And he easily dodges all the options. Oh,
but
he
the
has to go back.
falls.
Man.
And the juniors with John Hunter, a dominant lead.
Okay, Matthew Marche on bats, spinning around. And now jumping rope. Let's hope the seniors can expand their lead against the juniors.
It is a tug of war out here. It's like a pendulum that keeps swinging both ways in both sides'
Absolutely.
favor. And I can see the senior from the window here, but Josh Powers is not far behind.
Matthew Marche comes in, rolls the ball. Has a very good lead on Josh Powers Jr.
And Josh further set back by the obstacle course.
And seniors are taking the lead here. Oh, he misses the mat and carries it out, and he's off. Juniors left in the dust.
The senior already a full lap ahead.
Wow.
He's going quick, but will that haste make waste? No!
And still plenty of room. Juniors aren't even back yet. And juniors make an appearance. But all too late. As the seniors take the victory here. Yo, Mr. Yannick, is this timed? Oh, okay. Okay, this is more of a time trial. It is not a tournament style bracket. So it's anyone's game. The teams are not necessarily competing head to head directly against their opponents. We just have two at a time because we are not able to have all four grades go at once due to lack of space. All four grades would be chaos, though. Would you agree, Karsten?
I must say, I agree.
Man, all four grades trying to shoot a hoop on the same basket at once. Now that alone would be chaos. Which, actually, we will be able to see something very similar to that with... we will be able to see something very similar to that with 3v3, both boys and girls basketball, where grades compete head-to-head in a tournament-style bracket to see who is the best basketball champion. And that will be a good one to watch for sure.
All right, both teams are out running. Let's see who can come back first.
Absolutely.
Oh, the freshman has pulled ahead of Vanessa Artinian.
It seems the freshman is in the lead. Wow. It is still a very narrow lead, and freshmen have to go back. Wow. Still do sophomores.
The sophomores meeting the same fate. Sophomores have the lead, but how long will that last? Tripped out by the jump rope.
And freshmen take the off, but very, very far behind the sophomores.
I don't know, the throwing portion of it seems to be the thing that tips the scales for the lower team's favor, so we'll see.
Yeah, we will see indeed.
And the freshman comes out. Oh, no, never mind. Sorry.
And freshmen are still struggling to make a hoop.
And the sophomores with
We
skill,
just got
with
one
adeptness
for the
in
freshmen.
jump rope, easily pull ahead. All right, Stephanie Knight coming into the dodgeball nose. Sophomore set back.
And sophomores keep struggling to score a hoop. But freshmen are still in the back of the gym.
But the freshman is gaining.
Are the freshmen
All
going to
right.
gain?
It's all down to the sophomore Will Platt and
Freshmen are still struggling to shoot a hoop.
all right, it's all down to this final run and the final run, the dodgeballs and the pool noodles. All right, there's Will with the freshman not far behind.
The crowd erupts. Maybe the freshmen will be able to get the lead here.
All right, it's all down to this. Can Will make the basket?
William Platt shoots and scores. The sophomores have for certain beat the freshmen. And the freshmen score. We'll have the results to you from that game in a little bit. Up next is 3v3 boys basketball. Now this one's always a fun one to watch. 3v3 basketball, and joining us again is ours Augie Villawan.
On-air talent, I'll go on. So 3v3 basketball, played pretty much the same way. I think it's going to be going on both sides. Notice how our camera go on the near side, covering this side of the court. Just covering that, just covering the near that. So that's as much as we can cover. So seniors versus sophomores is the matchup you're going to see. We'll give some information every so often on how they're doing on the other side. Catula, Roa, and Stowe for the seniors. Tompkins, Artinian, and Offer for the sophomores. Wisniewski, Robin, and Shirley for the juniors. Sowers, Hall, and another one for the freshmen. So the senior's going to start with the ball. Right out the bat. I don't believe we're starting yet. I think we're just getting warmed up. So the boys basketball team about 2 weeks removed from their season. I'm not sure if it'll have an effect, but could be something to take into account. Just about ready for tip-off. So now we do get the results from the ops report. Seniors in first place with a time of 3:45. Juniors in second with a time of 4:06. Sophomores in third with a time of 4:11, and freshmen last with a time of 4 minutes and 25 seconds. That marks the 7th win in a row.
Man, the seniors are on fire today.
They are rolling as Stowe cuts the lane. Layup is good. Sam Stowe gets one on the board for the seniors on a nice cut to the lane. Guarded by Colin Tompkins. Again, this is a big one where size difference is going to make the difference. So Benedetto offer. Throws that in. Over to Tompkins. Tompkins on the near elbow. Works underneath the rim. Taken away. Pickpocketed by Drake Roa. Roa crosses. Works again. He loses control of that one. Artinian has it. Mid-range one-hander won't go. And Roa gets it right back. Stowe. 3 from the elbow. No good. Back to Tompkins. Tompkins 3. That one off the mark. Rebounded by Padula. Out to Sam Stowe. Stowe underneath. And Drake Roa gets it to go. 2-0 for the seniors. 1-0 for the juniors. Offer to Tompkins. Tompkins sweeps. Mid-range contested off the rim. Rebound taken by Stowe. Stowe hits Roa. Tried to be fancy with a no-looker. Nobody home there. And it's going to be sophomore ball. Offer. Artinian cuts in. Step back. Goes through. Good move there from Chris Artinian. 2-0 in favor of the seniors. 1-1 between. Or 2-1. Stowe pumps. Works to the lane. Euro. Layup. Delightful there from Sam Stowe. 40 seconds. There's a 3 from Artinian off the mark. Rebounded by Benedetto. Offer. Up top. It's the pick from Tompkins. Offer. Surveying up top for Tompkins. Tompkins to Artinian. Cutting in. Now spins away. Getting double teamed. Over for Tompkins out of reach. So I believe it should be. It says it's 2-0, I believe. Not sure what the score really is. Last second heat won't go. But no matter, seniors take this one. Seniors to the championship, juniors to the championship as well. And they'll square off right here. So Kevin, now that size isn't as big of a factor, what are you looking for out of these teams?
Well, I must say strength and skill are still a massive factor in any game, especially in basketball. Since for the seniors, we have people who've been playing basketball for 4 years, their whole high school career, and even a lot of their middle school and even elementary career. So I must absolutely say that skill and experience is a major factor.
So for the seniors, it's going to be Caitlin Sourth, Audrey Simon, and Allie Whalen. All 3 have played high school basketball before. Whalen did not play this season to focus on soccer. She is headed to Wayne State University. And Sourth cuts. Into the paint, wide open. Layup is good. Oh, no good. Never mind, no good. That one handed right back to Sourth. Sourth to Whalen. Whalen in trouble. Cutting underneath. Through contact, no good. Rebound Simon. Put back, no good. Rebound still loose and taken by the sophomores. Sophomores up top. Taken away, stripped away by Whalen. Up top, Sourth pumps, works to the lane, fakes, layup, goes through. Again, all-time leading scorer in school history. Kalen Sowers. As that one out of bounds, shoots it off of. Sophomore is using some cutting. Holds up from the free throw line. That one way off the mark. And Sowers will take it out. Sowers on the far elbow. Gets a pick from Whalen up top. Stops in the paint for Whalen. Whalen bodying in the post. Layup, no good. Simon gets the rebound. Misses and a foul. Simon no good, but the putback is. To a cutting sophomore, that one off the mark. And a foul call. 2-0 score, seniors lead. Sophomores don't have one. I don't know who that is. It's not sophomores, they're scorers. Carpanese cuts. There's just that over now, swinging back across. Eve is, oh my goodness. Kevin, I don't know if I'd call that an air ball as much as I call it an air mail. That's backdoor for Simon, and the layup is good. And the seniors head to the championship round in both their games. Kevin, you ever seen a shot like that?
I've never seen that type of shot before, not even from me. And anyone who knows me, I'm one of the least athletic people on the planet. Like, I still hit the gym, I just don't do sports. But I will never be shooting a basketball that poorly.
Well, obviously, like you said, experience and skill a factor. Seems like sophomores lacking in that one. Although when you're staring down the all-time leading scorer in school history, it's a bit intimidating.
Yeah, absolutely. Pressure is a big factor here.
So the 3-on-3 championship, unfortunately, they're both going to go on at the same time. We're not going to get a good look at either. So we'll keep it this side. Roa Katula Stowe face off against Shirley Wisniewski Robin. Stowe up top. Katula pulls the three. No good. Rebounded by the juniors. Out to Shirley. Christian Shirley. Pumps. Step back. Over to Wisniewski. Wisniewski up top for Robin. Robin to Shirley in the corner. Into the paint. Wisniewski. That one caroms out. Rebound taken by the juniors. Back door to Wisniewski. Wisniewski for Shirley. Shirley up top. Wisniewski pulls a three. Oh my goodness, Valentine! Wisniewski does get it back. Shirley pumps. Pulls up from the free throw line. That one knocks down. Mid-range is good for Shirley. Stowe, three. That one knocked out. Over to Shirley. Up top, Robin, three. That one off the mark. Katula takes the rebound. Dishes it to Stowe. To the corner. Roa, corner three. Caroms out. Knocked out of bounds. And that'll be senior ball. On the other side, I do believe that the seniors are up 2-0. As Roa works on Shirley. Up top, Stowe. Cuts the lane. Back door to Katula. Are we counting an and one? We're going to count the and one. We will count the and one. 1-1 seniors and juniors. Katula three. No good. Rebounded by Roa. Roa. Dish to Stowe. For the lead. Shirley from the far elbow. Three. Off the mark. Katula rebound. 30 seconds. Stowe up top. Guarded by Robin. to Gatula. Backdoor for Roa. Roa out for Stowe. Senior's going to try to kill clock. Double comes to Gatula. Gatula to Stowe. Back to Gatula. Gatula holds. Now Stowe. They hold for last shot. That one up. Off the mark. No matter. Seniors win. I believe they sweep both. We did just get the score of the art competition. Freshmen took first place. Freshmen take first place. That's your first one of the day. We got tug of war up next. I believe that the seniors did sweep basketball. They took the W in boys basketball. We'll wait on the results of girls basketball.
Joining us right now is Patrick Riney, a senior. And next up, we will be having Tug of War.
I'm excited for this one. This one, I've seen the seniors working out in the weight room with Coach Palega, and these guys have been building muscle. I've seen some juniors and sophomores sprinkled in here. I haven't seen much out of the freshmen, but I'm expecting a senior W here.
Yeah, me too. I really can't wait to see the freshmen just get dragged across the gym and absolutely obliterated.
And I feel like that's what this week's about. This is Notre Dame's way of saying, welcome freshmen, welcome to Notre Dame.
And we got to put them in their place.
Yeah.
They think they're all that just because they enter high school, which they're not.
Yeah, they thought they had come out of 8th grade, you know, their ego's high, they're in high school. We want to settle that tone, and we want to tell them, hey, you know, this is like 6th grade over again, right? You're back at the bottom, you got to work your way up, and eventually in 4 years, they'll be the seniors, and they'll be dictating the juniors, the sophomores, and the upcoming freshmen.
Absolutely. We got to tell them, you guys are in senior country.
Exactly. Now over to tug of war, we have the girls seniors versus the girls sophomores. Seems to be pretty evenly matched here. Everyone's looking tired out, eyes closed, gasping for air, while that bow tie is bobbling over midfield.
It seems the seniors are getting a very narrow victory, but that is momentum as they are approaching the line.
Seniors pulling
And
back.
they cross
That's
it.
the whistle.
Senior
girls
victory.
take round one.
And seniors move on to finals. Next up is juniors versus the freshmen.
Now, as a senior, I do root for the freshmen in the first match, right? I feel like the seniors are a better matchup against the freshmen than the juniors, right? But of course, it's never going to go that way. And
For sure. And it's so much fun watching the freshmen go against the seniors. The looks of doubt and fear on their faces against the seniors who are absolutely ready to dominate.
Right, and I feel like throughout Irish years, you know, seniors have done this for already 3 consecutive years. This is their 4th time around the ring. They know what's going on. They know what's happening. The freshmen and the sophomores, however, don't have as much experience, but the juniors do have some of that experience the seniors have. As they've already doing it 2 years of being at the bottom, they're trying to work their way up to the top and upset the senior class.
And the juniors take the victory.
Speaking of junior upsets, there's a possible upset to the seniors if the junior girls can win tug of war here.
Now, senior girls versus junior girls. Or not. It seems senior boys versus the sophomore boys.
Yeah, we're going to save the championship rounds to happen at the same time, just to build the suspense up and get the crowds more excited. Even before this match starts, I'm seeing an interesting strategy from the sophomores. Their anchor that rope wrapped around his arm. That looks painful.
Wow, and seniors take it almost immediately.
That took maybe 5, 6, 7 seconds tops for the
6, 7.
senior boys to make the sophomores collapse.
And next up is the juniors versus freshman boys.
I want to point out the anchors again here. Lucas George for the juniors has that thing knotted around his wrists. And oh my goodness, almost instantly the junior boys heave that thing over midfield.
And freshmen were just getting dragged across the gym. That's what I like to see. A great performance from the juniors.
Back to the senior hype. We've got the girls back out here looking to secure maximum senior points here.
Now this one, I think it's going to be a more even match. I think it's anyone's game.
The girls have taken a decent amount of time to complete. Juniors taking the advantage early. Sophomores holding on. Juniors dragging more. Juniors dragging more. Will we see a senior comeback? No, too slick.
What?
The junior girls take it over.
And the seniors were dragged across the stage.
Seems nobody's watched the hit show Squid Game to learn the technique of 1, 2, 3 pull. So everyone has the same weight pulling on their team at the same time. That's going to generate a lot more force towards your end to help sway the rope in your favor.
That was 2 or 3 years ago. Certainly everybody has forgotten about that.
I haven't, because I still have not finished the show. So, well, let's see if we're going to see the strategy here in the senior boys. Nope, still uncoordinated. Sticking it midfield. Seniors get a little tough. Inching more towards the seniors. Inching more towards the seniors. It's over halfway towards the seniors. Whistle coming. No, juniors are fighting. Never mind. The seniors are going to take boys tug of war.
Victory.
What a matchup.
Amazing. Next up, we have tic-tac-toe ball.
This is
coming in right now. We have just gotten the scores back from Jenga. Coming in first is the juniors. Coming in second is seniors. Coming third is the freshmen. And last place is the sophomores.
We also have results for checkers. Fourth place, the freshmen. Third place, the sophomores. And second place is the seniors. The juniors are going to take checkers as well.
What one did you just write it? Checkers?
So a tic-tac-ball is, for those of you who do not know, we're going to put the classes up against each other, and they have to score a simple layup, and then they have to run, grab a beanbag from the baseline, and throw it where they want it on the tic-tac-toe board, center court. First get a tic-tac-toe, 3 in a row wins. But it sounds very simple, but it's pretty much just a relay race of basketball hoop, tic-tac-toe beanbag, and placing it mid-court.
Yeah, and they do not need to play nice or wait turns. They just need to score a layup, and they can score however many times they need to. One layup is one beanbag, but they don't need to wait for the other team to make a layup. They could just go ahead and score and take the victory. regardless of if the other team even has a single beanbag on the board.
Now, the hard part about this is how fast do you want to throw that layup? Do you want to risk missing for more speed, or do you want to take more time, make the basket, and guarantee a beanbag on the board? That's what throws people off in this sport.
Yeah, especially with tic-tac-toe. They could either make a more redundant way of getting it so then the other team cannot block them, or they could just instantly go for the three and possibly even just end with a tied game.
I think a good strategy is guarantee a cat's eye in one of your first two moves. So it's either it ends in a draw or your team wins. I think that's the best strategy out of this sport. To start for the seniors, Matthew Marchand.
Seniors against sophomores, and they're off. Matthew Marchand goes
Let's go basketball.
Layup.
Misses the layup. The sophomore makes the first layup. They're going to get the first beanbag.
And seniors take the center.
Corner for sophomores, middle for seniors.
Quite an unconventional
Sammy Court
strategy
misses the
going for the
basket,
corner.
but he makes it before the sophomore does. Sophomore misses two, makes his third. Two down the middle for the seniors. The sophomores block. The seniors need a stopper here, top right. They will get the stopper. Sophomores need a stopper as well. Back to the seniors for a stopper. Makes an easy layup. They will block the sophomores. They're out of rags, so I don't know.
And it seems seniors have taken the victory. Way to go, seniors.
So a rule I didn't know of. If you run out of your 4 markers for tic-tac-toe, you're allowed to pick one up off the board and move it to where you desire. That's how the seniors just won that game. They took it off the middle and they moved it up top to get 3 in a row.
Man, I wish I knew that way earlier. That would have made it way more easy for me to win tic-tac-toe.
That's an interesting rule. I feel like that's not as fair towards the team who doesn't make the first basket. Because if you end up with 2 in a row at blocks, you're going to get the third one. That's what the seniors did. They were a quicker team, they placed theirs faster, and they had an opening to take 3 in a row. Currently happening behind the broadcast booth is cornhole. Last semester, every day during our community time, I would see Julius Livermore and Augie Villalon throwing cornhole bags in the hallway. I'm hoping these guys are tuned up enough to get the seniors some good points here.
Absolutely, I truly hope so.
Back to tic-tac-toe
I think that the seniors have it for cornhole, though. I absolutely do believe.
Back to tic-tac-toe ball. We have the freshmen versus the juniors. The juniors are going to take middle board. Freshmen are going to take a corner. Juniors running to place their second one. They opt to take a corner, attempting to block the freshman. Freshman forgets to grab the beanbag. Takes the corner block on the juniors. Joshua Powers hesitates to place the bag. Referee's telling the freshmen to hurry up with the juniors.
What are the juniors doing?
They have a 3 in a row.
At this point, they're just
are
bragging.
still behind. The freshmen have a chance to block. Whoever gets there
The
first.
heat is on.
The juniors
And
make it
juniors
first.
take it very narrowly.
Official ruling is the juniors will get that third bag after 3 or 4 missed buckets from the freshmen.
Amazing performance by the juniors.
Very close call. Close call by the juniors, totally blundering the 3 in a row. They had a comfortable 3-2 lead, but they had the open block to secure the win, and they opt to choose not to take it. This is where I'm talking about speed over brains, right?
Yeah, for sure, yes. Well, then again, you can't say speed over brains, because certainly the juniors, they did have speed, but the brains were not totally there.
We're going to see seniors versus juniors. Juniors are going to take middle. Seniors are going to take a corner. Seniors are going to make the second bucket. Senior Sammy Corey misses the flag. If the juniors make this, they've got the winning bucket, and oh no! The juniors are going to take tic-tac-toe ball after a blunder by Sammy Corey.
So far, with the seniors having 9 victories today, juniors trailing at 4, and freshmen at 1. Phenomenal day for the seniors. We've really pulled through. Starting out yesterday with games, we were not doing too hot, but we found a way to turn it all around, and now we are doing extremely hot. Burning, boiling hot.
Now for one of my favorite games at a tailgate, spike ball. I love this game of spike ball. It's always fun to bring a couple friends out, throw the ball around, spike it into the net. You're always going to spark some controversy whether hitting the pipe around the net counts as hitting the net or not. I'm hoping we get some good referee rulings here about that, but of course, I'm looking for a senior win. As a senior myself, I want to hold that trophy. But I'm looking at some interesting competition here from the sophomores. Benedetto Offer and Daniel Ebert. These are 2 guys I know that can compete. I've seen both of these boys hitting the gym, working out, getting physically fit. I know these boys are ready to take on Nicholas Grumby and Matthew Marche, but Matthew Marche throws my words right back into my mouth. Slams it towards the back wall, securing the first point for the seniors.
Yeah, this game is all about the misdirect, and Matthew Marche he knows how to misdirect.
Matthew Marche, U of M commit. He's got the brains. And it looks like he's got the bronze too. Spiking it into the stands towards the juniors. Taking yet another point over the sophomore boys. I just saw one of the most interesting plays in spike ball I've ever seen in my life. It's getting overturned, but a junior hit the ball towards his teammate and he ducks out of the way at the last second, and the freshman dodges up. Here's what I'm talking about official rulings. There's a lot of arguing going on in both matches here over if it counted as a bounce, if it didn't. I think spike ball is a great game. And it might heave my opinion even more that the seniors are dominating the sophomores.
Absolutely.
And the freshmen are losing, as I know Kevin loves to watch the freshmen lose in Irish Week.
That's what all Irish Week is all about. Aside from like unity and school spirit, Irish Week is about watching the freshmen lose just as much.
The juniors have quite the crowd here as well. Maybe 12 kids just huddled on the sideline cheering on their junior classmates as they compete in spike ball. Matthew Marche fakes him out. Some interesting plays I've never even seen here coming out of both these spike ball games. Seniors taking another point there, as well as the juniors. Their cheerleading squad. Very easy to tell when they get a point scored on them, as the whole fans are getting rowdy over here. What a play by the junior. Ref show, putting my words back in my mouth again, as it's going to get overturned. Max Robin and Lucas George getting in the freshmen's faces as they body a junior out of the way to hit the ball.
And now it seems we moved to the final. It seems
Looks like the seniors won.
seniors versus juniors.
It's been the story of Irish Week ever since I've been here. Seniors versus juniors. They're always the final two to compete.
Yeah, there's always the occasional upset, but it's always seniors versus juniors. And in the end, seniors take the lead.
In all my years here, I don't know if I've seen a freshman versus a sophomore in the final round of a game.
Not once. Man.
We do have the girls' game still going on. Haven't quite been following that game.
That's right after. Now up next after spike ball will be cage ball. Now this is where the chaos happens. Me personally, I love partaking in it. It is such a great game. It is truly the Irish Week classic.
For those who don't know what cage ball is, you throw 90 rowdy students in a crab walk while they try to score 3 balls on the other side of the court with the enemy's goals. And it is pretty interesting to watch. I've competed in it past years. I hope I'm not on the roster this year. I'm not looking to get dirty on the gym floor this year, but
Yeah, sometimes some people just get absolutely taken out. One rough hit and they're just on the floor.
I've seen people get kicked in the face. I've
gotten hit once
Yeah.
in the press. We've gotten hit here. So it's truly a lot of fun.
always got to keep your head
Kind
up
of risky
playing
for us in the
cage ball.
podcast booth, but it is very much worth it.
Seniors standing up, getting hyped for for spike ball. Pardon me. Looks like the boys are playing the seniors and the juniors, and the girls are playing the freshmen and the seniors. Could be a double senior victory here. We've had a couple of double senior victories here today in boys basketball. I believe football as well. Tug of war, however, was double juniors. So,
A little bit of upset there, but that's nothing that the seniors can't come back from.
upset and upsetting, as both of us seniors would love to win Irish Week. Leave our reputation at the school and walk away with a trophy. Back to spike ball. Team play fails by the juniors. Senior serve. Matthew Marche between the legs. Wow. That was one of the greatest shots I've seen all day that hasn't been overturned, at least. These refs do like to turn the tides of some of these games. What I want to point out earlier was musical chairs. I feel like the sophomore girl that was last standing had a couple of remarkable plays that kept her in the game that I thought should have never been allowed. Especially when I was younger playing musical chairs. That should have never been happening.
Yeah, that should not have been happening. People should not be tackling each other. I don't think ever in my, maybe like once or twice in the past 4 years we've broken a chair. But man, this Irish week has been rough on our chairs.
Marche goes through the legs again. Matthew Marche standing on his head to win the game for the seniors. A dominating victory as that game only lasted a couple minutes.
And cage vote is up. So now we are going to buckle down the hatches here in the press booth because this is going to be getting wild soon. And I will be back.
Welcome back, Augie. How did cornhole go for you?
We got second place. Had a nail biter in the first round against the sophomores, and really just got blown out of the water in the finals. So it's tough. You never want to go out like that, but doing it with my best friend. If you love what you're doing, you'll never work a day in your life, and loved every minute of it.
Amen. And I believe with the amount of games we've been winning today, a second place isn't that bad for the seniors here.
For sure, especially when you look at the tally and they've won. But now we make that. Now that they've won spike ball. So you add another tally on, which brings them up to 10 events in total. It's been a dominant day for the seniors.
And I'm wondering if the tallies for the juniors here, I'm wondering if the sophomores have a chance to upset them, right? Because it was a nail biter between these two. Maybe 8 points-ish at the morning?
Just 11 points. Then you have to take into account theme day. You have to take into account door decorating, sweepstakes, and scavenger hunt.
Exactly.
Take those events into account. It can be pretty close between them, but I think the seniors have really taken off and probably cemented themselves as victors so far. But again, anything can happen. It's a crazy week. So, obviously, we'll see where it goes.
Of course, we're both hoping to take home that trophy.
Oh, absolutely.
We've been waiting 4 years to do it, and our week has finally come. However, 2 years ago, we did see the juniors upset the senior class. That senior class had never won a trophy and never will, as they have graduated.
And then that junior class did end up going on to win as seniors and getting a two-peat, which is really rare. So we're gonna... Looks like we're getting started on the three-point shooting competition. So as we get underway for that, we'll have cage ball soon. That's gonna get fun as the likelihood of a ball falling and hitting our broadcast booth in the face is quite high. Again, Augie Villalon, Patrick Riney here. Sebastian Goss filling in on the scoreboard operations. Nick Montales on the camera. Big thank you to all of our podcast club members helping out today. So we're doing a 3-point shooting competition. So Katula and Noah Jesdemian facing off. Both missed their first shot, so they will have to switch. Luke Kissman from the corner. That one off the mark. Stowe hits his first. He's over to the far elbow. Stowe's second off the mark. Now Katula. That one no good. Sophomore still yet to get out of that corner. Stowe's three knocks that down. Jesmere knocks down his first. He's out of the corner. Stowe up top knocks it down. Stowe. Both knock that down. That's 3 in a row for Sam Stowe from the near corner. That one good as well. They have to take 2 from that corner. That up and good.
Stowe going around the world right now.
Starting to find that rhythm as that one finally misses. Sophomore is still not on their second rotation. Lucas Katulas gets knocked out. So going to go back to that near elbow location. Coming back. That one off the mark. Going to switch with Katula. Katula off the rim. Stowe's turn now. He knocks it down. Stowe up top. 3. Good. Now from the far elbow, Stowe. That one bricks out. Katula going to take it. Sophomores in that far corner going to need to make 2 of those shots. Stowe misses. As do the sophomores. That one through. Now Sam Stowe, 1 left. Sophomores now turn the corner. Stowe's 3. Bang! Sam Stowe moves the seniors on to the second round. So now we've got seniors and sophomores locked together for the girls' battle. Sowers and Simon. Sowers was a sharpshooter from 3 all season long. Simon from up top, no good. Sophomores on their way back. Carpanese nails it from the top. Another for Regina Carpanese. There goes the third. That one rattles out. Sowers 3. High arcing straight through. Sophomores knock it down. They need 1 more.
Was that a Sowers swat at the sophomore
Sowers
shot?
did attempt to swat that one down. Carpanase's no good. Sowers no good either. 3 up, no good. Simon. Karen's out. Carpanase 3. That one out as well. Sowers from the corner knocks it down. From the far elbow, Sowers, no good. Carpanese, the sharpshooter, back out. That 3 is up, and she knocks it down. And the seniors are upset by the sophomores. Freshmen and juniors locked. Luciano Ruma and Christian Shirley. Battle against the freshmen. Shirley's is no good. While we're here, we did just get the results of cornhole in first place the juniors. Big shout out to Coach Schoenlieber's wife listening. We appreciate you listening. Thank you to all of our fans tuning in. So the juniors did go and win cornhole. So that gives them their 4th victory. Sophomores still without a win. Shirley knocks that down. Freshman from the corner. Way off the mark. Shirley's rattles in. Far elbow, Shirley. No good. Now Ruma, 3. That one right through. What a nice sound that is. Ruma's 3. That one bounces out. Shirley, corner. No good. Back to Ruma. Ruma. Looked like he was going in if it didn't hit that other ball. Shirley's corner 3. Also off the mark. Both these teams deadlocked in a miss.
And you jinxed it
Ruma
right there.
knocks that down. Gonna need to make 2 from that corner. Misses that second one. They just need 1 more. Freshman still haven't made it past that first trip as Shirley's second misses out. Ruma, no good. Freshman, trying to go to the backboard, no good. 3 up, and Shirley knocks it down. Another 3, Shirley, no good. Freshman Karen's out. Ruma now. That one up, and around and out. Both those brutal lip outs. So now Ruma up top. Oh, tough bounce, doesn't go in. Freshman now finally at that corner. 3 up, that one no good. Ruma from up top knocks it down. Luciano Ruma, that one bounce for Ruma.
That was really unlucky.
Front rim, back rim out as Shirley toilet bowls that one in for the win. Shirley, you can't be serious. Juniors move on. They're going to face the seniors. Now we'll head over freshmen versus juniors on the girls' side. Alta Cellular and Tessa Borgonia battling here. Addison Kashuba and Olivia D'Souza. Borgonia, corner 3.
3 straight from the
Both are
freshmen.
good.
Not enough to beat the juniors.
So the juniors will face the sophomores, the seniors will face the juniors. And we're about to get underway here. Ruma and Shirley face off against Stowe and Catula. Catula, first one off the mark. Ruma's first goes through. Ruma from the near elbow. That one caroms out. Catula, corner 3 up and good. Shirley misses. Both teams at their second shot. That one misses. Ruma's caroms out as well. Stowe's 3 is low. Shirley knocks it down. Up top now. Catula off the mark. Shirley goes 2 in a row. Both in the same spot. Stowe gets some help from Shirley's. Knocks that in. Up top 3. Knocked down. Both teams tied now. Ruma to the corner. Stowe to the corner as well. These teams are neck and neck. Stowe knocks it down. Got to make another one. Up and good. Seniors better make the trip back. First one goes for Shirley. Going to need to make another one. Up top, Stowe. Ooh, he was getting hot. Now going a little cold. Shirley misses. Catula up top. Bricks out. Rumas misses. Stowe knocks it down. Seniors with a 2-shot lead. Stowe, toilet bowls out. Ruma knocks it down. Catula gets that one to go. Corner for the win. Catula, no good. Stowe gonna have to recoup. Stowe 3. Ooh, tough bounce
rim.
out. Ruma makes it one from the middle. Now near elbow.
Catula
knocks it down. Seniors take boys 2-ball. 11 victories. We'll head over to the girls.
Well, he turned his back on a Catula backflip in celebration over beating the juniors.
Flip all year long. He's been pulling out in every So again, sophomores, juniors. Deadlocked here. Carpenese and Fayular battle. Fayular was off the mark, so was Carpenese. There's a 3. That one off the mark for both. I tell you what, just been commentating for girls basketball. When you need a player to make a 3 under pressure, Regina Carpenese was there time in and time out. One of the best shooters on that girls team. The future is very bright for girls basketball. Speak of the devil, knocks that one down. Another 3 from up top.
She's going to take 2 straight.
And she get 3. Yes, again. For 4. And I believe the win. 3 is up. Gina Carpanese goes atomic. Sophomores get their first win of the day as we head to the most chaotic matchup you'll ever see. Cage ball.
You might hear it from the seniors already. Those cage ball chants are loud. Now, seniors have done this for 4 years, hopefully looking for some strategy out of these guys here. Sophomores, this is their second time playing. We're going to see who's going to come out on top and advance to the final round against either a junior team or a freshman team.
Cage ball is by far the most chaotic game Irish Week has to offer. So I want to hear your opinion on this. How do you think that chaos plays into this game? How does it create advantages? How does it create disadvantages? How do you think this is gonna go?
Well, for the people in the front line lined up here, you've got a lot to look at while dealing with all this chaos. You've got 3 balls to make sure don't go past your baseline, and you want to put them in the back of the sophomore's baseline, right? So you got to have your head on a swivel, look up, be aware of your surroundings, make sure you're not next to a sophomore that's going to potentially injure you, get you hurt, not let you play the final match, while also looking for these 3 gigantic beach balls and hoping to slam them in the back of the baseline.
Also, we just got the results of our hula hoop competition. In 4th place, we have the seniors. 3rd place, we have the juniors. 2nd place, we have sophomores. And in the 1st place, we have the freshmen.
Boo! I'm just
back to the cage ball.
Back to cage ball. Dan Archie gets his head blown off by another senior. Logan Tuttle lurking in the back. He's going to get the first goal for the seniors.
All the balls are now on sophomore's court.
Coach Yannick's going to throw one right at a sophomore's head. Gets a little laugh out of that one.
Oh, the sophomores are trying.
Comparing the 2 sides of this court right now, we've got about 60% of the seniors on the sophomore side of the court, while not a single sophomore has left their own half.
But consider this. All the sophomores need to do is get just 1 ball over that line, and now they're on the offensive. That gives them a distinct advantage. Because as of right now, it seems a good offense is a good defense in this scenario.
Another ball goes in for the seniors, and this is that strategy I was talking about at the beginning. A 3rd ball goes in for the seniors, interrupting me. This is that strategy, right? The seniors infiltrate the sophomore lines, make sure those balls get deep in, and they keep getting deeper. Maybe the sophomores will catch on. We've still got 1:30 to play.
Yep.
Only down by 4. Not entirely, completely lost by now. Getting violent as all 3 balls are grouped up. Sophomores looking to transition.
Another close call.
Nicholas Creek knocking a couple back. A 5th one goes in for the seniors.
Oh! Mark Valentine with an amazing header.
This is the deepest I've seen a ball in senior territory all day.
Oh,
Lucas Bigelow fighting to get these out. All 3 balls around mid-court.
Sophomores pushing back.
Jack Williams misses a goal. Well, all 3 balls are back in. 7th for the seniors. In dominant fashion, 40 seconds left to play. Sophomores in transition. All 3 balls still on their side of the court. Nick Palusha and Sam Pachaki bobbling one up in the air.
Mr. Yannick interfering.
Sophomore seem to have sped up as the seniors slow down. They know the win is guaranteed already.
Yeah.
10 seconds left.
It would take a defiance of physics for the sophomores
2
to
more
win
goals
now.
to go in for the
And winner
seniors.
is The seniors for cage ball.
Utter dominance from the seniors, a 9-0 win. That might might be the biggest margin I've ever seen in my 4 years at Notre Dame Preparatory. Ridiculous work.
All right, it's the freshmen versus the seniors in this. What? No, juniors. Do you know many of the freshmen?
I know a couple, right? Not enough big names where I'm going to be calling out players like I was for the seniors.
All right.
But I think that just comes with bonding with my class, right? Of course, I'm going to know all my seniors. I have classes with them, right? But the freshmen, they're new here.
But yeah, that's the fun part. Neither of us know many freshmen, meaning we could have some definite wild cards out in the game today.
Great point. Same with the juniors here. Couple big names, of course, a big line up front. I'm looking to see another junior dominant win here. I think the freshmen are going to look like the sophomores, where they're not going to know what's going on, and they're not going to get past midcourt. However, we've already got a line of blue jerseys swarming to the back of the freshman court.
The freshmen can't keep up with the rundown play style that the upperclassmen have been playing.
Right, and I'm going to see how interesting this gets when the juniors play the seniors, right? Because it's going to be evenly matched, right? Because you're going to have everyone crossing the field, and the roles are just going to be flipped, right?
Yeah.
They're going to flip the field, they're going to send it down, and they're going to try to throw it past their teammates and get it in the back of the baseline.
I'd say if it comes down to juniors v seniors, I say it's whoever gets to the balls first. Because both the teams, the key to their success was get the ball early and keep up the pressure. So I'd say whoever gets to the ball first, whoever can keep the pressure on the opposing team, would be the definite winners of this game.
The freshmen have already scored more than the sophomore class by getting one in the back of the juniors' court. Juniors still lead 3-1. All 3 balls around midfield. Thomas Binkowski sending one back. 2 balls in for the juniors. 1 still at midcourt. Another goal for the juniors. 4-1. Freshmen have one coming in. They've started to trickle in the back of the juniors' court. 2 at midfield here. Mr. Leck throwing one in towards the junior side. 1 in deep for the juniors. 1 still midfield. Freshmen are advancing. Big spike. Hits the basketball hoop.
Denied by the backboard.
We could see a pretty close match here. Still a minute to play. I'm going to eat my words. Joshua Powers gets a 5th for the junior class. Another spike by Caden Conley.
And another point
a ball
for the
goes
juniors.
In. 2 more for the juniors, 7-1.
Their lead has skyrocketed. But Silvio with a side kick, sending the ball far into junior territory.
Oh,
And that was a point for the freshmen.
wow, the freshmen have already scored 2 more than the sophomore class. How does that make you feel? I see that orange lanyard.
Makes me feel quite disappointed, man.
Yeah. However, you did play the senior class. You're going to score more against the freshmen. You'll get you guys' 3rd place and chance for redemption. Freshmen score a 3rd. 3-9.
5, 4, 3, 2, and juniors have won.
Seniors swarm the field chanting cage ball. They want this victory. You would think as soon as the class rosters came out for cage ball, the seniors immediately got to planning how to win cage ball.
I got my money on the seniors for this one because they've proven that both have a rush down style, but from what I've seen, the seniors are significantly faster than the juniors. I think it's going to come down to that, just age, muscle mass. Oh!
Even before the game started, you could see the line. Both teams had a lineup as far as they can get in the other team's territory. But the seniors just stacked way more. And it's showing as all 3 balls are in the juniors' side. I see a girl just
And the
straight
first point of the
holding a ball.
match.
Seniors are going to get the first goal, 1-0. 2 in midcourt, 1 lurking up the side, off camera.
All right. Mr.
Launched up on the
grabs
stage.
ball from the stage.
2 in junior possession. 1 still at midfield.
Oh, and Josh Powers.
A second goes in for the seniors while I'm looking away.
Oh,
Can Nick Blushai get this one? Nick Blushai's going to send it up to the broadcast booth. Lucas Bigelow sends it back to midcourt. Walker Fox sends it back in for the juniors.
oh.
Off the
Once
backboard again.
denied
Noah
by
Grice.
the built backboard.
It's not going to be over the goal line. Lucas Bigelow with a huge save. Nia Moore fighting
A
to keep
major
this one out of the goal. A senior
And
goal.
JJ Sickle still for the first junior point.
5-1 seniors over the juniors.
And another battle ensues on both sides.
Oh! Another junior sneaks one in the back. 2-6. As I'm talking with the juniors, looking for a comeback, a senior tucks one in the back corner. 7-2 for the senior class.
Mr. Lilick holding the ball like Santa Claus is about to deliver some cage ball cheer this year.
I like that. 8-2. Senior class down to the last minute of play. 8-2. All balls on the senior side of the court for the first time this year. Ball bouncing up on stage. Alice bobbles it on her head, but Josh Powers gonna slam it in the back.
It's in the NDP podcast club. It's playing their own game. But defend the broadcasting booth. It is
The
just
juniors are
absolute
looking to slam
chaos
one
on the
back
floor.
in. The seniors cannot stop it. It's gonna be 3-9, down to 18 seconds. Seniors slam another one in.
Widen their lead.
The nail in the coffin, 10-3. 12 seconds left.
And we're down to the last 5 seconds.
Another one in for the seniors.
And a win
That's game.
for the upperclassmen seniors.
Cage ball champions. Senior class.
11-3. An 8-point domination over their competitors.
Walking off the court, chanting cage ball. Another on the senior tally.
All right, next up we have the bottle flip relay. So just to tell the audience, what does the bottle flip relay entail exactly?
Bottle flip relay is the popular trend among 2018, 2019, around that era. In my opinion, the best era. But you're gonna get a third filled water bottle, hold the cap, and do a full flip in the air and try to land it upright. We're gonna see if there's plus points for landing on the cap of the bottle. That was always the most popular fiat, landing it on the cap instead of the bottom of the bottle.
You know, I'm not sure about you, but I always feel old when somebody says that 2019 was 7 years ago.
It's ridiculous.
I was in 4th grade.
7 years ago,
Wow.
2019. Those were the best years of my life. And you think you feel old? I've got 2 years on you, and that makes me feel even older. We've had some downtime in between games here.
Yep.
Good time for me to catch my breath. It's been taken away by calling
right
all
now-
these games.
And right now, I'd like to turn everybody's attention to the man with the awesome hats in the audience. I'm not sure if you can see, but he took them off.
Max Goss. Wonder if that counts as one piece of cowboy wear or two.
I mean, yeah, that's a good question. All right, we can see our freshman and sophomore competitors. So we have a land.
Guys.
All right, on the sophomore side, we have Elena Barron, Regina Carpanese, Carter Francis, and Colin Graff. On the freshman side, it is now Jalen running to flip the water bottle.
Senior side, we've got Jamie Thomas, Jake Runner, Krish Patel, and Jacob Evans. Jake Runner slams it first try. Krish Patel also first try. Jacob Evans, the fourth senior to go. Misses one, misses two. Can he get the third one? He cannot. The juniors rush back. Jacob Evans struggling to get this.
Freshman falling behind in the freshman v sophomore.
The juniors are catching up. Oh my goodness, Jacob Evans cannot land one for the life of him.
And the juniors and sophomores get first in their events. So it is sophomores, juniors, seniors, and freshmen.
I'm hoping for all those watching, they did not see Jacob Evans miss about 8 bottles in a row, choking the senior lead against the juniors.
All right, next up, for our final event of day 2, we have the air mattress relay. Any specific way you'd like me to cross these out? What? Any specific way you'd like me to cross these out?
No, we're on a tree lane right now.
Who won this?
And we're getting the iconic go home freshman. It's been a staple all 4 years I've been here. Every time the freshmen chant, it's always go home freshman. Right after.
All right, Kevin Carter, it's great to be back here again. Terrific. It's a terrific performance by the seniors in cage ball. And I'm so glad to be part of that. And now is mattress relay, another Irish Street classic. Where
Sophomores jeering at the freshmen, though, you were talking. Just want to point that out. We usually see a rivalry between the sophomores and the freshmen and the juniors and the seniors, because those are the two grades that are always going to be playing each other the most. Because it only starts out seniors versus sophomores, and the seniors usually win that. And then it goes juniors against the freshmen, and the juniors always win that. So in the finals matches, it's always sophomores, freshmen against, and then the juniors and the seniors. So these grades have built up a rivalry over the years. And they've learned how to hate each other. We're waiting to get started on this air mattress relay. I'm not even sure what this is. All I see on my note sheet is 4 air mattresses.
Yeah, I think they just gave us the material sheets and whatever they need. But we have a basic idea from it from our past 4 years in Irish.
Oh,
and they're all.
the juniors started way too early.
And the seniors take the lead. Lucy Silver helping to try and maintain that lead, but the freshmen are quickly catching up.
Matthew St. Andre with a huge dive there. Sophomores might have taken the lead there by Chris Artinian. One last goal from all these grades.
One
Who will
last
be the
push, it
quickest?
determines everything. And it seems the sophomores are in the lead. And the sophomores have it, followed by the juniors, followed by the freshmen, followed by the seniors.
It looks like the seniors got last.
What a crazy upset. The seniors are wondering what happened, and that's the only question they can ask themselves.
I will be tapping out for Augie Villalon here.
All right, folks, that is the last event of the 2026 Irish Week.
Yeah, up next will be the closing ceremonies.
Again, Augie Villalon, Patrick Wright, Marston Martin, our on-air talent. So grateful for all you guys tuning in. Special shout out Sergio Navarrete, Nicholas Montales, and Sebastian Goss for helping out with all the production here. So appreciative of everything that you guys have done for the program. Really appreciate everybody who's tuned in. We're going to have our trophy ceremony in just a moment.